So I am finally giving in. I have been doing this BookTube thing for about a month, and I should probably do this before it is too late. So here's my BookTube Newbie Tag. Hey everyone, it's Aradhna. If you see weird cuts in this video, it's because I am cutting out the part where I actually look at my phone for the questions. Let's do this. The first question is, why did you start this channel? Honestly, I saw a couple of the bloggers I follow starting videos, and I thought it was finally time to put the camera shy part of me to one side and try something new. It's so far been pretty fun. I have been limiting my recording time to while my daughter is in preschool. So I try to record videos, multiple videos over the course of one day, and I'm usually too sleepy to make myself look nice. So I don't know how it's going, but it was a why question and I wound up doing a long off-tangent thing. Second question, what are some of the fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? I have no idea. Snippets of my daughter. I travel quite a bit because we've got family within Southeast Asia and we go for prayers a lot, so different locations maybe. I am planning to record something while I'm in Singapore. We will see how that goes. I have 2 video ideas, so that's something different, I guess. We'll see. Question number 3. What are you most excited for about this channel? Initially, it was about a new platform. It was getting over my camera shy thing. Now it's a little bit still getting over my camera shy side, and a lot of encouraging my daughter to read more and finding ways to turn my BookTube into a mommy and me BookTube eventually when she's a bit older. If I keep this up, I really want this to be something I can do with her, so if you see her a lot in my videos, that is why. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? How do I answer that? It's like asking me, why do I want to read? I've been reading for most of my life. We have videos of me as a 5-year-old when my little sister was born, lying down next to her and reading from one of the fairy tale books that my parents used to read to me. I think it was an illustrated Beauty and the Beast, very basic one. I don't remember exactly. I don't think we have that anymore. I don't know. I'm going to be going through my books in Singapore when I go to visit my parents later. I don't know if we have it anymore, but I will be. But I do remember really loving that book. And I've been reading ever since. I love stories. I love getting lost in the pages of a book and just being transported to another world, being someone else for the span of however long it takes me to read those few hundred words, those few hundred pages. It's just, I don't know why I love reading, I just do. Question number 5, what book or series got you into reading? Again, I don't think there's a specific book or series. There were fairy tales my parents used to read to me. There was the, you know, the Little Miss and Mr. series of books, the really, like, Little Miss Naughty, Little Mr. Macho or something. I don't even remember all of them, but I know I had a lot, and I used to go through them. I used to love the pictures. They were bright and colorful, and they were easy to follow along, and I liked them. And then I used to get fairy tales read to me, and I liked those. And we didn't really have, well, a little old, so we didn't really have cable or TV or cartoons to watch. There were specific times when you could watch TV. So books were my friends and they were a comfort, and by the time I was in school I had spectacles because I was reading all the time. I used to get in trouble for reading all the time. I would read anything and everything. There was this once that I was bored sitting in my cousin's house and I read the instruction manual for a game we used to play, and I pointed out to my cousins that we were playing it wrong. We've never played that game since. The next question is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? First off, how are you so confident and comfortable in front of a camera? I'm still trying to figure that out. Second off, editing tips, anything would be great. And third off, how do you keep coming up with ideas? I feel like I've been doing this for just a few weeks and I'm already running out of ideas. I'm really grateful for the Off Tangent Thoughts meme on not just fiction, but still, how do you get ideas and how do you get views? I'm at a loss, but I guess it's a time thing. The more I do this, the better I get and all of that. The next question, what challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be most difficult to overcome? I might be phrasing that wrongly, but you get the point. Again, how do you keep coming up with ideas? How do you remain engaging and fresh in the voice of so many talented booktubers? And how do you get views? I do not know. I am not good with marketing myself. I am banking on the fact that I've got a huge family and I've told all of them to subscribe, so I've got a couple of friends who are really, really supportive, and that is great. And then there are a number of online blogger friends who have also been really supportive. So I'm hoping that it will take off from there, but at the moment I'm just enjoying it, not trying to worry about anything else. Next question, when did you start reading? I feel like I answered that already. I don't remember a time when I wasn't reading, maybe before I could read. But yeah, I've been reading for 20 odd years. I am old, you guys. I've been reading for a really long time, and I've been starting my daughter off on that too. I sometimes put her down and I ask her if she wants me to read to her or if she wants to read by herself. She's 2, so she can't actually read, but she wants to read by herself, and it is adorable. I might record that someday if she doesn't get camera shy or too dramatic in front of the camera. Second to last question, where do you read? Mostly on my bed. I used to love reading at coffee shops. I used to love sitting in a library and reading, but since my daughter has been born, my reading time is more limited to after she sleeps, because when she naps in the afternoon I try to do all my other work. So in my bed, air conditioner on, blanket over my legs, and just as long as I can until my eyes are too tired to read. It's a comfortable place, but it means I don't have any hot drinks or any snacks. It's just the book and me. It's not a bad thing, it's just different, but it's nice. The last question is, what kind of books do you like reading? If you look behind me, you will notice most of them are YA. I really do love YA. I am trying to venture more into adult science fiction and fantasy, but I'm unsure of actually where the line is. I think I've read a few adult science fiction fantasy books, but again, a lot of the bookstores here market them differently, so I don't know if I have or not. I want to venture more into that, so if you have recommendations, please leave them in the comments. I also am trying to read all of Jane Austen's works. I've only finished Pride and Prejudice because I did that for my A-levels, and I've been on Persuasion for a while, but I am taking my time with that because it's no rush for it. I also want to read most of Shakespeare's plays. I've read a couple of them for school and I've enjoyed them, and I want to read the rest, and I do want to find ways of watching them as well. So I read a bit of everything except for mostly thrillers and horror. I'm not so fond of that. But yeah, and nonfiction. Nonfiction has to really be about something or someone that I am interested in. I otherwise do not really like nonfiction. I find it a bit dry. So, sorry if you're a nonfiction fan. It's good for you. It's not for me, really. Well, that was my BookTube Newbie Tag. I feel like I went quite a bit off tangent. I feel like I went off track quite a bit, but I'm here. I am hoping to do something with this channel, something more, something fun. I'm hoping you enjoy it, and we will see how everything goes. Until next time.